Ennyama eno sigitegedde badde ekaluba. Kyanjawulo n'ogaana naye ennyama ya wano buli kaseera eba ekaluba. Mugijja wa tuli abantu.
Ate bwe batyo boogera abasinga bayiro yes.
N'otuuka n'omugaana naye naye gwe amatooke gaakulemera ddala. Kitegeeza olina kugamba toddamu kugafola ki? Kugafumba. Okitegeera. Naye simanyi saati zange bw'ozigolola. Gwe toligolola saati
neetukula. Wetuuka eyo bangamba simanyi olwo edduka.
Technically, you're telling that person,
stop.
Stop. And that does not foster growth because ebiseera ebisinga kiba kirungi nnyo omuntu amanye ekintu what exactly are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ate okimuleeta okulaga nti tekibaddewo buli kaseera tuleme kuba malamu maanyi. And now that takes me to the final point when it comes to how to share criticism.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is always important to share what you need them to do. Be specific on what you need them to do.
But you have to have a cordial conversation though.
Of course.
Nengeri jochera kwa wala watabajja taking offense agambe.
Of course.
Abatamanyi kugamba muntu what to do. Yeah. It comes off as if it's forced, as if you're criticizing me, as if
you know, constructive criticism chiche mbadde nkugamba doesn't come plainly. You do not criticize and end there.
And end, yeah, true.
Criticism is best shared when it is complemented with appreciation where things have been good and a way forward.
So now here, ononya engeri joinza to build me.
Exactly.
So solution just nonya okay.
Jogamba omuntu omugane kubulire emmere eno ogifumba bubi. Kale appreciate ogifumba mu budde. Never ziwooma. Naye ogifumba bubi. Ze ndowooza akawunga amatooke gano engeri gy'ogagweza mu kaveera kigava tegavaayo kukola ki? Now you see there are three things. You've criticized, but you've appreciated, and you've given.
All right, I love you.
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple.
Please welcome to Love Life. Dorina Sasura Iranga Nkomezao Abdul.
The way said Anagamba, the beautiful Doreen, the beautiful daughter.
So I should always say that because it's good to give yourself words of affirmation.
Yes, you should.
My sometimes you want to validation from other people, especially the men. Kati when you saka vili nenda banga boyfriend wange taka appreciating the overtak. I feel so bad.
Mwana yasibya akaviri. Mukalabira keyo kati sasiranza akali wano okumpi.
But it's gonna get. I was giving an example.
But it still looks nice.
Yeah, thanks. But what I'm saying is, okupestaringa, because you men, ochimanyi muno, mwemuvira bange bidi petty. Nefe bitumenya omutima, like if I change something on myself
and someone doesn't notice.
Not noticing, especially nga manyi nti no, you're my man. Banange mbanda daranga tonya.
Adachi romanyo if you get the compliment from somebody else.
From strangers, man, that one. I be asking. Ne Abdul anjagala. Maybe that is you. I don't know. Simanyi.
Ate abasajja abamu olumu tebagala kuba complimenting because biba meze biwawatira. So they want to keep you in check.
Anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Bitambula bitya.
Mpola that's Wendy. People bantu bangamba mbonga sikogga.
Era mangena kugamba.
They would expect me.
I know that's because of byogerera wano but
I'm a therapist.
But
yeah, I'm a therapist.
Maybe you're more of a stress eating.
No, I need like you see the biggest the difference that we have with a lot of other people.
Yeah. We
know how to meditate upon stuff.
Okay.
You get it? Like, we do not look at things from an emotional point of view. You get it? Because usually what stresses people when they are undergoing a situation is that they put the burden onto themselves. You get it? You inakatugeze, mukolo gwokola, ebintu byotegekeyo. Kanoberanga buli kimu burden ojetaddeko. So just know it is a normal thing. It will get to pass and enjoy yourself.
Wow, I wish I could get that.
But you see actually abantu balina okumanya you should just need to learn how to manage your stress.
So Abdul, before we get into our topic, sorry, I had some couple idea. Kati we are dating and then I cheat. Nefuna yo lubuto. For some reason you get to know.
Yeah.
Neno sigala ngumne ngoda birira no lubuto.
Wafunya lubuto? Kumusajja omulala.
Mbubuka yabadda eba love oba stupid in love oba I don't know anyway.
We tuyita aba hopeless romantics.
I know.
Ngaye akutegeera nze zibonna mutegeera.
Gamba olwo n'omusajja akukwana. No bora bakaza bazire bagamba namugamba nti ndi lubuto nesi lwange nagamba it's okay. Ngamba why? Who does that?
Wado channyonyera ku kafu.
So nange ne bazalo mwana definitely namulabira, but I think along the way tata mwana navayo. No zango I don't know baya. Now navayo no mwana we na cheating akati people were like ine banange bakazimwete muri bangu omusajja nakumira nalabira no mwana tali uwe mwana dekale wadachale mutono eno era no damu no cheating no vayo botyo ngamba what is that what no shelter the guys they want to blame are stupid why to bechimba cheta ku social media like
I always tell you bad people do exist.
I know evil people are there.
It's just that we sometimes think highly of people. We expect goodness out of people. And it is the biggest victims of this are people that are naturally good people. Bobangoli, you're somebody that gives off a lot of goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to take advantage of you. And like I've always told you here, auntie, abantu ababi banje ate munne tebasobola kubeera n'ababi bannaabwe.
Bafuna balungi.
They will target the good people because kuli muvako healing frequency.
That's why someone was saying, "Ono Maria bado naka nevachi." Omuntu ngoina mutima mulungi cheating oli wayisa bulungi bichi. Ogena nogamba kakati kanfuna omusajja omuyayi akumanyira kujoga. Choka gotayagala nakule mugamba banana. It's
because you know when you're a lot of broken people search for people that can help them heal. Because omuntu wabanga mulwadde omuntu wabiranga already mubi tasobola kubana mubi munne so kati there is that healing frequency that they feed off good people. Naye olaba for me for something like just what you've just shared, I've always told people that I'll always blame a man first.
Why? Because he's the leader?
Because he's supposed to lead.
Okay.
So what does that mean? First of all, I think there are things that are non-negotiable when it comes to a relationship. One of the things, personally, I believe, cheating is a non-negotiable, most especially for a man. You get it? Kale no mukazi sometimes abakazi oli asobola okucheatingako and you ne webuzabuza n'osigalawo.
I know.
Noga why men cheat n'ebisigadde. But omukazi okucheatinga ku omusajja n'asigala. Usually, for me, there are two things that I think would be the problem. One, we have a problem of people that hopeless romantics nga mbadde nkugamba.
Oh yeah, mbamanya.
Kati abantu abo balina ekintu kye bayita they have an attachment problem. Why? They have a problem when somebody cheats on them, they know it is wrong. But they don't want to leave because they feel this person is their life. Of course, attachment, there are a lot of reasons as to why people get so attached to people.
Yeah.
But because some people go through a lot of traumas, go through a lot of troubles. Now they get this one particular person with whom they connect.
Okay.
So they get so attached. Now, bwe bateeka ku minzaani, bwe kyekibi ekimu kyamukoze ekyokumwendako bw'akitunulira n'ebirala ebirungi byakoze agenda okurealizinga nga ekyo ekimu ekibi outweighing birungi byamukoze ki byamukoledde. Bibana abantu bagamba nti kiri namwe mu bakazi kibeerayo.
I know.
nosanga omukazi nga bamukitinzeko n'asigala. It is because ng'oggyeko bino ebyagamba nti talina kyaddako ne mulimu omuntu ng'agamba omusajja alinga taata wange yamanyi ennaku yange yamanyi kino
omusajja n'amukuba
n'agaanira nawo ne mutwale ku polisi n'amukimayo.
Era namusinga yatugamba nziba naye kapozi bansobera osiba omusajja azze ayina ebiwundu biki n'ogamba katumusibye
oba olyawo taata w'abaana bange
gamba mbwe ekiro olunaku lwenyini ajja negundi y'obuugi fasika y'obuugi nemmere n'ogamba
nakakugambako
mbwate nkeera mune taata w'ombaana bange kale
nakugambako kasisita wange keyakola baateekayo omusajja anti n'afumba akamere ewaka ewaffe n'akatwala ku polisi era osi yayita taata wange n'amugamba Haji omwana ono okusiba omusajja tekijja kumuyamba. Problem is with the girl, it is not with the man. You understand?
Yo yabeera ne attachment
exactly
issues.
Now some people have attachment issues that they find relevance in someone beyond just love, beyond just affection.
They can't live with someone.
Exactly.
Nafuna, is it hysteria? Whatever.
Kati
nakaba nalwala n'ogamba banna.
So kati for them bwe bateeka ku minzaani, the cost of living this person is greater than the cost of staying.
Wow.
You get it? So when they are leaving this person, they feel like they are losing more.
I know.
You get it? So in most cases, omuntu asalawo n'agamba nti kamukoleki omuntu ono kamulekewo kubanga bw'akiteeka ku minzaani n'alaba how long they've been with this person. Now if they choose to leave them, kigenda kubasumbuwa. Okitegeera? Waliwo abantu ababeerawo nga yagamba nti bwe ndeka Dodo sigenda kufuna muntu alinga Dodo. You understand? Exactly. If you're dealing with such a person, it is going to be very hard for you to convince them to leave this person. And usually munnaye abantu be batyo element endala gye balina, they are very forgiving.
Oh yeah.
Bali nnyo mu Mukama, be bantu ababeerawo nga buli kaseera agamba naye omanyi ffenna tusobya. Tegera teri muntu atuukiridde. Exactly.
I know those things.
Kati chobula gamente our hopeless romantics are those people that are so deeply they call themselves the staunch lovers. You know I'm a staunch lover. Bwe njagalira ddala.
Naye ate mbwe mbasaze okuta.
Kati aba bantu they like emotionally they are so invested into someone.
Oh yeah.
And they see someone's presence in their life very important that they're willing to excuse them. Even when they have done a cardinal sin, because cheating for me is one of the cardinal sins. It is something choga tebajja kisonyiwa.
Right. So what I keep telling people, era gwe, rakuba, bichi, simanya, tona diba bulungi boli diba. Just ngamba byokudiba tebijja na.
Neddanze kabaka katika nkubulire nze bwe ntunulamu Doreen nendaba how much cheating affects someone.
It does.
Because
it does.
I've always told people nti olaba omukazi agenda n'agamba nti omusajja bwebaka n'omukazi omulala mwenyinyala.
That's me. Bwe nkitegeera bayina
mwenyinyala. Kati ffe abasajja ate tukikubisaamu.
Though you don't show, right?
Though we don't show. But omukazi ajja okubeera nga weebase n'omuntu omulala n'asigala nga they are willing to accommodate you. It says a lot.
I was with Suna Ben actually. He said that same statement. Agamba, in fact, omusajja ngoyo bw'akitegeera nakusonyiwa n'asigala nga akyali naawe nga accommodating nga you're still sleeping together. There are two things: either bamuloga oba akyanoonya plan B. Bw'abata ku se
abasajja unless imposing they are staging a proper review.
Anti we yagamba waliwo either revenge
obanga bayenze tebula ebulira unless osaka no wewa mu kasabatiko. But one thing I want to tell you about Chimbade Gambe attachment nti as people are attached, as people are in so much into banabantu gwe baagala nti olumu watulamu nagamba gamba wae omuntu onajja bali nnyo into God abasinga njowaye teri atasobya osegera wakati omuntu atuka naga akamuleke kamwe second chance. People that believe in love so much are the ones that give second chances. Because to them that is like a lifeline. They're giving someone a second chance. Why osanga oli yakikola takoze eki tategedde because nekyo tulina okukimanya ensonga lwaki abantu bakiitinga. Somebody ayinza okuba nga yakiitinga nga naye ono yeetaddeko burden.
Wow.
Ostegera kankuwe ekyokulabirako. There are sometimes people that cheat and we feel like we're supposed to carry the cross together with them.
Oh, okay.
Ostegera.
Okay.
Nti katugeze nti Dorini nali nkwagala. Mu period eyo ne ntambula mu nefuna ka trip. Kati feeling anti maybe wakemebwa nga siriwo. Ostegera. Feeling anti maybe
because I'm too busy. Maybe wakemedwa. Yeah.
So sometimes obanyizo gamba nti we had a misunderstanding, but as a man I was supposed to take up the mantle of making sure that we resolve the issues. Nesiberawo. Kati mu mbere yo nga siriwo. No salawo no gamba omanye ekiriwo. Bwe nasirika anti munne mu period eri wasirika nanga ate we nafunira omuntu yakola ki eyankwana mu period eyo nga tetukkaanya ex we yakomerawo nanzaalamu osegera omanyi luli wagenda n'onvuma n'ongamba sina kitegasa bitagasa kati mu mbeera y'okuddukire wa Abdul okubeera nga akola ki abuda things happened. Now kati ebiseera ebisinga abantu bangi era abo begambye era nga begambye abali nnyo mu mukwano. Sometimes there is where they share into your into that guilt of saying nayo manyi ndabika was responsible for her cheating.
Okay.
Osegera kajukira ebyo bi happening olumunga n'omuntu ali mu kwegayirira agamba osegera ali mu kupushinga agamba nayo manyi sandi kikoze but it only happened kubanga nawo olabana osegera gwe tobeerawo atolabo n'omusajja kale in fact nekolo lunaku in fact twagenda I wanted to burn off some steam, so what I did nanywamu bubiri kati mweyembeera nga nywedemu. That is how we ended up sleeping with so and so. Okitegeera kati ate n'ekirala mwolaba ne bino bitu cheating olosobola okuloza nti omuntu ya cheating ku muntu nga agendedde naye nga yagenda n'afunamu ka good moment n'omuntu n'amutwala ewaka kuli n'ateekawo embeera n'alemerako
mbalaba
naga why sajja ofo ky'okunfumita akambe wano kamuwe waliwo yatugembwa ekitaggwawo kikuwe engabula ekitaggwawo kikuwe engabula.
Never I've seen that one no yabadde wa story omwana nagamba nti nagana nemukyalira biki was afraid nanforcing ate nga kino nanforcing ate bwe yanforcing nagolo kwanga taddewo embeera
ate munne kankunyumiza. What usually happens is this. Now something like that will happen, Doreen, but you will not realize it.
Really?
Do you know why you not realize it?
No.
Because the woman is not going to come and tell you nti nagenze wa mukwano gwange nankwata. Because in most cases that is when they realize nti ogende wa mukwano gwo nga musajja ota consentinze si kirungi olumu yabadde anywedde katajja kugamba I was intoxicated kati abamu babaagala bakirwanyise kati abasinga batayiro kitegerera ng'omuntu awase
bange nakugamba. Do you know that mom? I don't know why most times abantu bafunye those whatever situations ezo end up pregnant.
Anti kati omanyi obuzibu
kati bagomba ngagamba
usually when people are forced because is ndi njogeddeko na ku bantu mikwano gye namukola ebintu bwe bityo njogedde n'abangi ndayika mpeze 10 oba 15 but you know I visited someone casually and he did like
and
this.
Then
but usually do you know that these people it takes them about 48 hours okukitegeera
it happened
because soka ne kiba traumatizing. They are shocked.
Oh yeah.
Kanabeeranga oluusi ali mu kugenda ku mulimu abeera mu lumu n'akaaba kati ebino ebyobwongo byogamba nti kangende ngulevo morning after pills abatabirowoozaako
in fact obirowoozaako nga omissinze periods
webale nnyo era abasinga bwe bakkubira bw'omubuuza n'omugamba when did this happen agamba you know today I had a very bad day at work naye it happened on a Saturday n'omugamba did you go neweekebeza did you go n'ofuna akaweke nagamba actually mwana gwe I could not think of that. I was just it happened on Saturday. The whole of Sunday I closed myself in the house
and I was crying. So it's the trauma.
Yeah, so on Monday I had to go to work. Kati abantu abasinga bano balaba omuntu asobola okumukwata n'atakitegeera Yes ayinza okuba yeetutte
Yes.
naye nga baamukutte.
Baamukutte.
Kati mwe embeera nga baamukutte bukwasi. Osobola akya processinga. Kati asobola okutuuka ekiseera gwe n'okitegeera nti kale nga akwagala n'akugamba omanyi Abdul omanyi this one yanfunisa olubuto.
I know.
Kati of course people will say you cheated because omuntu gwe yazaddemu si muntu.
Exactly.
Then ekintu ekirala abantu ekitera okubeerawo. There is something that is called radical acceptance. It is
is it what you're saying?
No, like there is when somebody, usually it happens when somebody confesses something. It is very hurting. It is something that is really distorting your mental health and peace. Right? But you have to accept and move on with this person. Kiri nnyo mu bantu abalina ebyokufiirwa bingi. Kiri nnyo mu bantu abalina ebyokufiirwa. It happens so much to couples or to partners or people that are in a relationship where there is a lot to lose if the relationship ends.
True.
Tubadde ffenna ebbanga ddene. Buli omu atumanyi. We are not ready for okwawukana. Buli omu ali used ku munne.
Somewhere together.
So sometimes this radical acceptance nti you're going to be faced with a situation where nawe kenyini ng'omusajja weebuuza ogamba naye abantu ngambadde mbakuba nnyo omukazi ono. Ngambadde muwaana nnyo nga bw'ali obw'amazima.
We love asking. Tubuuza Abdul tukyakola bane.
Kati mu bantu mulimu abantu ng'ensi yonna wagikuba ddaaba omukazi wo nze oyo omukazi wange tasobya. Kati abo abantu abasinga be basinga okubeera n'ekyo ekintu kya radical acceptance. Nti why is it called radical acceptance? Titokyagala naye olina okukikkiriza. Olw'okuba olina kyoyagala okuprotectinga. Usually it is your emotions. Usually it is your reputation. Otegera kyoba olaba nti osobola okulaba kihappeninga nnyo olaba mu biseera bya campaign. Omusajja ne bwasanga mukazi we nga ayenda
kyana kyakula
mu campaign kuba yeetaaga optics zino abantu babalabe nti batambula
bali babiri nekirala wenkirabira abalala almost ku wedding I don't know what really happens baba bagena goodbye somehow you find out
webale nnyo kalese na bulungi kati there are people that plan because waliwo abasajja abasinga. They have promised you, they have already proposed to you. You're planning the wedding. And then that is when you get to know, I know mwane kajjansi. But you've already told your family, you've already told webale nnyo. Ogamba buli omu yeesunga mikolo kati nga owulira nawe kennyini ng'omuntu. Tosobola bw'otolina bw'otandika bagamba nti emikolo tegiri kugisaza. Kyobulaba be bantu boolaba nti after the wedding, it took them 2 months ne baawukana. Baba yawukana dda.
They took them after the wedding
tebaddamu kubeera bonna kitegeera so it is radical acceptance. It is sometimes people are forced to accept situations not because they are favorable for them but when they look at what is at stake for them to lose you get again anagamba nti reputation yange abantu bammanyi okitegeera and also sometimes kibayambako abantu olumu baba tebanna figuring out what best to do. Okitegeera nti agamba okay kati maama namugamba ntya tata namugamba ntya. Sometimes kati kihappeninga nnyo ne mu bantu bano abafumbo bano biki because osobola okuba ng'ogamba omuntu yakwenzeeko naye kati ng'ogamba kati bwe mugamba abaana baffe bagenda kubeera naani ye tugenda kikola tutya bwe tuba tugenda kugabana oba katugere we are filing for divorce how are we handling it right. So that thing always happens. Nti mulimu abantu nga ye n'agamba n'abirowoozaamu nnyo n'akitegeera yes omuntu ankoze bubi they've cheated on me but
agamba anyway
sirina kyakkola
nga talina geewozaako buli omu mwabaki yalaga what happened
then akantu akalala ndooza akasembayo waliwo ekintu bakiyita abundance mindset.
Explain it to me.
Abundance mindset, it is something that every man should have.
What is that?
Every man out there should have an abundant mindset. Abundance mindset ekuyambako okubeera ng'okimanyi nti when I'm in a dating market, if I lose this Sheila, I'll get Dodo. If I lose Dodo, I'll get Samantha. Kwe kubeera nga oyina ekintu ekikulowoozesa nti you have a lot of opportunities when it comes to dating.
There's a lot of fish in that
Exactly.
sea.
Yeah, abundance mindset.
Basically, get ready for any surprises.
Exactly. But
move on.
I want to clarify something. A lot of people, when they're explaining abundance mindset, they explain it in form of omusajja alina okukwana abakazi bangi. It is different. Okwebakana abakazi abangi is not abundance mindset. Okukwana abakazi bangi atego is not abundance mindset. Abundance mindset is simply thinking that if I left Dodo today,
I'm going to get someone else.
Exactly. And it also helps women as well.
True.
But it's mostly important for men because we initiate relationship. It's important for somebody to have that kind of mindset. It helps you when you feel like a relationship is not working out, you're going to easily walk away. Now, a lot of weak men, a lot of basechibote badikuula abasajja bangi abatasalawo naddala ng'omukazi akutwitinze bubi. It comes because they don't have an abundance mindset.
I get your point.
You do not look at yourself as somebody that has a lot of options out there.
Yeah, because there are also men who have low self-esteem.
Exactly.
Aha.
Kati abundance mindset ene ku affecting irawa. Omanyi how a lot of women have stayed in toxic relationships simply because they fear to start over, start afresh.
I know.
Now, the same thing. With a man, exactly. So if a man lacks that abundance mindset, it affects them in a way that they're going to look at Dodo and they're like, yes, Dodo cheated, but I'll never get a beautiful woman like Dodo. If somebody, mukazi oyo addantegeera okitegeera bana ebyokwana bimenya n'ekirala naddamu nti okwana bakazi abalungi n'abasobola okitegeera okwana nga kunzibuwalira n'ekirala nti waliwo omuntu bano nze njagala omuntu omu munnaye ate bwe mumala nzina okusooka mpone kati abantu lwaki abundance mindset ogyetaaga ekuyambako okumanya nti when a woman messes up beyond repair you need to let them go. Ekuyambako okubeera nga teweeralikira tolerating. Actually, abundance mindset helps men not to tolerate disrespect, any form of any inconveniencing behavior.
Okay.
Osegera, most especially those non-negotiables. Osegera, for example, omukazi omwenzi, omukazi omulogo, omukazi atakuwa kitiibwa, omukazi avuma omusajja akudespisinga okitegeera. So kati nga gwokimanyi nti because that's why sometime back I did a video and I was trying to tell people, some of you think you have boundaries in your relationships, but they're actually threats.
That's interesting.
Bwe nkubira essimu n'otakwata nkuleka, nze bwe nkusanga n'omukazi omulala nkuleka. You set those boundaries. But nze n'omalondeka ku British siddamu kwogera naawe. Naye ate akuleka ku British era n'osigala ng'oyogera naye. It is a threat. That's not a boundary.
Do you know what, like at some point when you compromise no more chance or whatever, ochimanya kujogera ddala.
You see, for me, I've pictured something in my mind.
Yeah.
How people draw boundaries lately. It's like you draw a line, somebody crosses it, and then you rub this one, and then draw another one, then they cross it, and that is how our boundaries are. But those are not boundaries. Anything that you can break, anything that you can compromise upon, is just a threat.
I know.
It's a warning. By the way, mukazi ze woli nvuma nja kukola bwenti bakuvuma tovaawo. It's not a boundary. It's not a boundary. Actually, how you get to know it is a boundary is how somebody reacts when they break it. If you're willing to negotiate it, it's not a boundary.
Yeah, because waliwo abali hard.
Exactly. Era boundary. What guarantee it is a boundary. It is the response you get when somebody does not do as you expect of it. You get
getting your point.
Yeah. So majority of people out there, what they share are not boundaries. They are threats.
They are threats.
You get it? So now, if you're this kind of man, usually men that do not have an abundance mindset will have that.
Okay.
They compromise on their boundaries. Omukazi wamugamba lekera okwogera ne ex wo asigadde ayogera naye. Naye mukazi gwe bangaye bakulabye ne ex nga munywa akachai.
No kabana simu ye. Guys, they even had plans and they even
you even meet with this guy. You get it? And then somebody tells you, but you know they are my friend, and you're willing to compromise on that. That means abundance mindset is very, very, very important for men. Because usually what helps you not to stay at a table where disrespect is served is you accepting and acknowledging that there are actually a lot of opportunities for you to get better women.
True.
Sometimes it's not even about a fresh start, but there are people that think if they leave Dodo, they'll never get a better woman.
And just a mindset.
It's a mindset.
And fear.
Exactly. You get it. You get it. So, and it happens to people that have a fear for rejection.
They fear being alone.
Exactly. There are people that have fear being alone.
Oh, yeah.
There are people that have low self-esteem.
Yes.
You get it. So if you're that kind of man, it's going to affect you and you're going to stay. A woman is going to cheat on you and you'll still stay with them simply because you feel you cannot go out there and get a better person, because you feel like you're not even ready to go back to the dating dating pool. So it is always important for men to have a balanced mindset.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Akati, our topic. We had discussed it a little bit when Angelated Ningayagalachi.
A blessing, Zasha.
Amen. Talking about criticism, something I talked about criticism, and I've noticed this within couples. But me, okay, you said golos and most men do it, but I think even women.
Yeah, even women.
I think it's a balanced thing.
Yeah. Most especially women love criticizing a man when you fail to accomplish something that they expected of you. Okay.
There's something you mentioned, Donogama, criticism, sometimes, most times.
Helps foster growth.
Of which I remember and I'm like, I don't think so.
Why?
I don't want to criticizing, but you're not good enough for them. In your head, you're like, how am I supposed to grow when you're not even showing me directions? Or you're not telling me what to do to grow? Nze mubi ewo nze atanaaba ewo nze awunya ewo nze omubi nze simanye emmere yange tewooma. You never give me anything good, so how am I supposed to grow? You're ever criticizing me. How am I supposed to grow and how am I supposed to stay in love with you?
No, you see criticism that doesn't help people grow is negative criticism.
Okay.
Because it undermines people. It belittles people.
Exactly.
But criticism that helps, because actually relationships should have constructive criticism.
But do you know we take it in a bad way?
Yes, of course you do. But I think that's the reason why we are here for this show.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism.
For example, katugambe sinaba.
No, somebody is going to come and tell you. You see, and you see what makes it constructive.
It's going to build me,
and it comes with a solution. It is solution based.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting the point.
Usually, there are three ways on how to share this kind of constructive criticism.
Yeah.
When you're with a partner, the first thing that you do, address a specific issue, not the person.
Oh, address the issue, not the person.
Not the person.
So the mistake we do, you address the person.
You address the person. There is a difference, or you can take an example, hygiene, there is a difference when you tell a woman, mukazi gwe oli muchafu. Ne bwogamba omukazi naye ebikopo ebyo nga tebyozeddwa. Awo nga walabika bubi. Okitegedde? Because bw'osanga ebikopo nga bichafu, n'ogamba naye ebikopo ebyo birabika bubi awo. Bw'osanga tawulo nga nchafu noga tawulo eyo erabise bubi eyozebweko. Kyanjawulo n'omuntu akugamba Doreen oli muchafu.
Ekyo kinnuma nnyo.
Now that is kiki mbaga nti constructive criticism addresses the issue at hand. It doesn't look like a personal attack on someone.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like you're trying to characterize them. It doesn't look like you're trying to identify them as that thing.
Okay.
Okitegera. Kiringa we munabira n'omuntu n'agamba naye mulungunya n'omugamba naye mukazi gwe oli muyombi. olwokuba yayogedde ku kintu. It is different. Mugambe naye omanyi, yesterday when we were talking, wayombye naye wayombye ku nsonga eyo wayombye oba utegera next time this is how okusinga mugambe mukazi gwo oli muyombi.
Oyina omumwa oyomba.
Oyina omumwa. Now it becomes personal. Now there are people don't grow from that. Reason being that when they sit down and focus on who they think they are, biba tebikwatagana.
Kubanga bw'okingamba bw'ekyo nja kugamba kakatono ge ngwambe mpozo ngamba nnyumba. Nange.
Webale nnyo. Era abasinga bamanyi ekisera bagamba andi bwekizibu bwe bakugambako ogamba twogera nnyo ogamba nnina omumwa. That's why people start taking criticism wrongly. Osegera. Actually, people don't go agamba munnaye ate wano omuntu ne bwalongoosa oli agamba oli mukyafu. Okategedde?
Kumbe. The way you relate
they got the information. The information was so personalized.
Okay.
You get it? Don't tell someone you're oli mukyafu. Tell someone I want to address that issue, specific issue.
True.
Because unless if it is recurring, osegera, but sometimes walogamba naga negwe bakubira tokwata. Osegera. Kazi gwe toyagala kwata masimu. Tokwata masimu. Osegera. But because somebody you missed a few calls and then you start saying so mutakwata masimu. So kadamanda basinga ekyo tebakikola ki? Tebakimanyi. Ekyokubiri ate nakyo kyagala ku in fact kigoberera ekyo. Nti when you're talking about something tochigeza
chogala ku kino okite
waliwo abantu kana akantu abantu ke batera okugamba oli n'agamba nti the problem you always never listen. Bwe towuliriza
you're always defensive.
Exactly. Osegera bwe bwotyo you're always lazy. Osegera gwe bwotyo gwe bukasera obeera mukyafu buli kaseera wane waka oyinza okuba oyogera katugeze osanze wakati batereza n'ogamba ekizibu wane waka wabeera wakyafu omuntu agenda n'agamba yesterday na scrubbing enjo eno yonna bagamba buli wane wakaseera waka wabeera wakyafu ono omuntu nga tambazeemu ki nga tambazeemu magezi. Kati now it is important okubeera ng'ekintu tokozesa ezo statement osegera togamba nti for you never listen. Tell someone but yesterday I talked to you, but I think
I didn't like your response.
I didn't like it. I think you didn't listen to me when I was telling you this. I think toyagala kuoza bintu mu budde. Tokugamba ekizibu gwe totera kuoza bintu mu budde. Kitegeeza agamba always. Kati your statement ine ngeri je kuba abantu wala ne baletera okulowooza nti
I'm not say I'm perfect good way. I feel like I'm not perfect.
Exactly.
Ne low self esteem with
them. I don't know your statement eletera omuntu okulowooza nti they can never be appreciated.
Yeah, sure.
Osegera oyo bwatyo bwe never on time gobukasera obeera late.
Nothing I can do to impress you.
Exactly. Kati omuntu oba maze okumula kwegamba why it does not help somebody grow. Actually why it is negative criticism in that sense, it is because it makes someone feel like you've already concluded.
Okay.
Gwe toli kitegeera gwe toli integeera okutageza kona gamba bikino ga gwe toli integeera will never understand
gwe botyo ever
kitegeeza omuntu oyo ekyabona mutuuza n'omugamba I want us to have a discussion. They'll be like but you said I never listen, you said I will never understand you. Osegera kati tunyumya biki you'll find such a person rejecting you not because you're a bad person, not because you don't have a point, but because you've already cornered them. You've already branded them as somebody that will never understand you, as somebody that is always
at fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, some woman was saying, man, omusajja yabadde ayogera ne kati nkitegedde kyobadde ogamba like omukazi yabadde amugamba nti no nina abagenyi kulina ofumba. Omukazi n'amugamba ate bamanyi byebeerangira eraga ate bw'okugamba emmere yange tewooma simanyi ate munnyo buli sawa obaako nekyoyogera ku mmere gyenfumbye wakiri restaurant ate kakati oyagala nfumbire bagenyi bo ku lw'omu simanya mbu bajja ku weekend eraga sisobola olagamba olaba kati ono omukazi mba mutwala wabi kyokabiteeka ku social media
nanyumyanga naawe kati kati criticism oyo abadde acriticizing emmere nakireeta namuleta okulowooza nti teri lunaku lwe yali afumbye emmere
newooma ate kati mbofuna abagenyi ate nkufumbire
webale nnyo
namugamba sijja.
For example kiringa olaga kamere ka leero kalungi naye ndowooza oba omunnyo gwayiseemu osegera leero ennyama eno sigitegedde ebadde ekaluba kyanjawulo nogaa naye ennyama yawano bekaseera eba ekaluba mugijja watuli abantu
ate bwe bateboogera abasinga bayiro
n'otuka n'omugaa naye naye gwe amatooke gakulemera ddala kitegeeza olinga mugamba toddamu kugafola kugafumba osegera naye simanyi saati zange bw'ozigolola gwe toligolola saati
neetukula wetuuka eyo baŋŋamba simanyi
technically you're telling that person ekyo webale nnyo stop but that does not foster growth because ebiseera ebisinga kiba kirungi nnyo omuntu amanye ekintu what exactly are you talking about ate okimuleeta okulaga nti tekibaddewo buli kaseera tuleme kuba malamu maanyi and now that takes me to the final point when it comes to how to share criticism. Indeed, it is always important to share what you need them to do. Be specific on what you need them to do.
But you have to look. But you have to have a cordial conversation, though.
Of course.
Nengeri jochera kwa wala watabaje taking offense agambe.
Of course.
Abatamani kugamba muntu what to do. Yeah. It comes off as if it's forced, as if you're criticizing me, as if
you know, constructive criticism doesn't come plainly. You do not criticize and end there.
And end, yeah, true.
Criticism is best shared when it is complemented with appreciation where things have been good and a way forward.
So now here, ononya engeri joins to build me.
Exactly.
So solution just nonya okay.
Jogamba omuntu omugane kubulire emmere eno ogifumba bubi kale appreciate ogifumba mu budde neva ziwooma naye ogifumba bubi ze ndowooza akawunga amatooke gano engeri gyogagweza mu kaveera kigava tegavaayo kukola ki now you see there are three things you've criticized but you've appreciated and you've given
a solution,
guided
on
the solution,
how to make it better, maybe
exactly
next
because
time.
usually some of the things that people criticize us for, they are personal.
I know,
you get it, they are personal.
True,
you get it. Somebody is telling you like omanyi abantu batekamo feelings nga mbade gambe boy kizibu you never do this for you never do you're never home you do this you always come back home drunk just lunaku lumulo wazengo otamidde lukuvumya osegera so kati mweyembeera when you're talking about when you're criticizing people it is always important first of all be in a position where you tell them what you think is wrong but after you add that with appreciation osegera for example kiringa oli omuntu nagamba nti kakiringa omuntu ngo yaga kunanya muntu kukubeera nga mugayaavu oba kukwoza nti omuntu asooka kumaca nagamba I appreciate engoye zino ozooza era mmanyi kumenya naye ezitukula osegera naye mulimu omuntu agamba naye engoye muzooza mutya gwe noyoza olugoye lw'omuntu omukulu n'olugawo ng'enkwawa zifaanana bwe ziti ekito kiri bwe kiti n'olowooza nti naawe oyozezza kati now you've criticized but you've not helped osegera but it is always good you criticize someone actually when you criticize take a appreciation where need be and then guide. For example, katugeze ku kyokwoza ogamba munagamba omanyi appreciate nti onjoleza mu budde naye olumu engoye zino ozooza nezikola ki naddala engoye za white tozigatta osegera zendowooza engoye za white wandizitaddemu zokka in fact osobola n'okuzinnyika eggulo limu enkya n'ozikola ki n'ozooza now you see you've criticized but then you've appreciated effort. Because ebiseera ebisinga by the way mu relationship ebintu ebisinga nga bwe twagamba nti relationship is a work in progress. In most cases people are putting in an effort.
But you're not, just because you're not putting the same effort totiraba.
Exactly. Nekirala olumu bayinza okuba they are putting in an effort but ng'ekintu tekivaayo buvinga bw'okyagala. Okyegera akuba juice ono n'amuteekamu enniimu n'eyitirira kati gwe bwoba okomplaining omugamba butunda bwammwe nawo bwannema muteekamu enniimu n'eyitirira naye yabukubye naye obunywedde n'egiraasi ogimazeewo. So when you're criticizing, please make sure that at least you add appreciation onto that and then when you do that also guide them on how best to do it. You get it? That is constructive criticism. It is criticism that help foster growth. Because you're telling someone that, you know what, kajuisi konkagala kawooma kawonyakawo kali fit naye akatangawuzi mukayitiriza ze nyina ulcers osegera so mbadde ndowooza oba akatangawuzi kano ne booteekanga mu katono oba kaleke tokateekamu. You get it? Now, but every time you criticize without giving a solution, it makes someone feel like they are undermined. It makes somebody feel like they are being belittled. Because a lot of men out there also use criticism to attack women.
True.
That happens.
Very true. Olina agamba akatundako eva amazimanje. Kale mugambe walimanyi wacho boteka mu kumuyembe. Kati zokuba kakwafu nyo solution.
Webale nnyo. Ate ekyo kiba kiyambako omuntu era ngakola. N'ekirala ate nga kiri very important. Bwe tuba tucriticizing abantu tumanye nti bantu.
I know.
Sometimes abantu bajja kunyiiga.
By the way, are human beings.
Tosobola nti ojja kujja ogamba onafuye omuntu akireceiving with bulungi.
Kisoboka.
So it's tulina okukimanya. Sometimes you're going to criticize people and they will not be happy.
Because you laugh, I laugh. You hurt, I hurt. So
you need to be patient with them as you're criticizing them. If they overreact, or they get angry, or they get sad because you treated them like that, it is okay. Be patient with them, so that the criticism sinks in. You get it? So that they see how they can work on that. And then on how people should respond to criticism. It is important, first of all, to stay calm and composed. When criticizing.
Stay silent.
Yes, or because abantu abasinga, you're not going to get proper feedback or response from them. But criticizing nga nawo omuddiza. Osegera. Omuntu muwa obudde omuwulirize bulungi otegeere where they are coming from, understand their frustration and how best to handle it. Osegera. Ekyo kiri very important. Kuba abantu abasinga olaba Doreen. Yes, abantu batucriticizing nga twogera. Naye bw'otabeera calm, omuntu agusa kyayagala kugamba. Ate olumu kikonfaminga kiri kye babadde boogera ti gwe towuliriza. When you never listen, you see, I've just started telling you and you're yapping. I've just started talking to you. Webale nnyo. Bwe tegambwako osegera. So it is always important to accept that criticism in that kind of what? That way. Ekyokubiri kyenjagala okugamba ate nga kiri nakyo important abantu kye balina okulowoozaako. Don't make it a fight. Teweewolereza. Don't go on a defense. Don't go on a defense.
Okay.
Because most people choosing to criticize us comes from a point of frustration.
Yeah, true.
Bagala chejjako ku mutima. Kati bolaba omuntu ngali mu criticizing, muleke. Let them criticize you.
Then you can either think about it as
exactly. Kireke kisiikinge in or kimeditatingeko. Then bw'okifuula kya revenge. Okonfaminga kiri kye babeera bagamba nti gwe towuliriza. Okonfaminga kiri kye bagamba n'ekirala nti ebiseera ebisinga tufuula abantu bali abasiru omuntu bw'abeera ng'abadde ali mu kugamba ensobi eyo ne weewolereza. Era kyekimu ku buzibu abantu abasinga ababeera mu relationship kye basanga. Osegera nti omuntu agezaako okubuulira obuzibu bwo ate gwe okiwakanya. Osegera. So it is one of okifudde personal. Osegera. N'ekirala omuntu ba criticizinga
kuba banna
enkuba etonnya
nange nabe enkuba etagiza
yasimbane gyatumaliriza.
I know what is the point in it
emu yokka
kale
tumaliriza ekirala ekintu ekikulu omuntu ba criticizinga they want you to learn. Kyusa babuuze, ask those questions. Mubuuze obadde oyagala ssebo nkole ntya, obadde oyagala tukole tutya, ntereezeewa. Osegera mwe embeera ng'oyagala omuntu atereze kigenda kuyamba okutegeera how to serve their ego, how to work on your weaknesses, your laziness, ego obunafu bwe bakusangamu, then mubeere nga musobola okubeera nga mukola ki nga mu achieving a normalcy relationship esobola okubeera ng'ekola ki etambula. Don't allow somebody to criticize you and you don't ask those questions. Because those questions give you clarity. N'okwongera okutegeera nti tebakucriticizing because baagala kukunafuya but baagala kukuyamba.
For growth purposes.
For growth purposes.
Sichacho.
Yeah, so.
Thank you guys. Enkuba etonya. Let's write Mariza. Bye bye.
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple.